Hey, this is going to be an awesome video, so stick around to the end because you're going to need to know all this stuff. Let's go. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Hey, while you have a second, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel because I'm going to put out stuff that you need to know. So today we're going to talk about 10 things that are in my food pantry that you're going to need in the case of S-H-I blankety blank T-T-T-T hits the fan. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that you're going to need. But if you're going to the store every week to buy groceries or every other week, there's just a few things that you need to think about stocking up on. Just buy a little extra every time you go, because if you haven't started a food pantry or whatever, it's never too late to start one. Just add a few things at a time and you would not believe how much you'll accumulate over time. But I have looked at those 25-year dry packages of dry food, and there's nothing wrong with them. I think they're fantastic if you can afford them. They are very expensive. And I see some people buy them and they do the shows like this, and then they take them out to the woods and they rip them open, pour hot water in them and eat them to make the video. Well, that's pretty wasteful because right now we're not in that situation. And if you're going to buy that food at that price and pay that kind of money, you need to save them for emergencies. And in my case, you know, we have kids and stuff, and you're going to need stuff for the kids. So the one thing that the kids really love is the Nutella. Now, none of this stuff is being sponsored by anybody. I'm just showing you the stuff that we use daily. And that's the stuff you need to think about when you're thinking about starting your food pantry. Can we all say food pantry? Your backup food. You need to think about things that you use every day, because what you use will be different from what other people use. But you will need some stuff that you don't use to barter with, to trade with. But the kids really love this. One or two of these a day will keep a kid going. So, Nutella. Talking about the dry goods and the dry food, these noodles right here, they are great, but they have no nutrition value, so there's nothing nutrition about them. So what I've done, I've started stocking up, and I've got a lot of them, the chicken breast, the white meat chicken breast. And if you have a couple of these and one of these are probably, you could divide this up probably between about 4 of these. So this will give you your carbs. This will give you your filler to fill you up, because the noodles are going to fill you up. And that will make a good meal for about 1 a day. And 4 of these and 1 of these would be good for 4 people. I mean, we like the noodles. We eat the noodles all the time. You know, I talked about the other guys using the dry food in those packages. But this is 50 cents maybe or less. I forget what it is. Compared to those packages that are $5 or $6, $7 for one package, maybe $10 for one package. I don't have any to show you, or I would. But you cannot go wrong here. So here's 1 and 2 other things that you can combine to make a really good meal. And also, if you get the different flavors, this one's chicken, they go with the chicken, but they make a shrimp one and a different ones. You could also get the cans of white tuna, put the tuna in it. Tuna is fantastic for you, and it's going to give you a lot of energy, the fish. So so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different things. Now another thing kids like and everybody likes is corn. Corn is cheap and it'll keep for a long time. Where my glasses go? Let me see what this says. Corn. Okay, this expires February the 19th, 2024. Now I've known people that have drug cans of vegetables out of the closet, and they'd be a lot older than this, and crack them open and we eat them and they're fine. But this is good. This is February 2021, so this is good for another 3 years. So you can't go wrong with that. Great value at your Great Value store. You know where it is, and that's good. And you can also pick it up in packages like this. But I pick it up in the flats, and buy. I've got flats of it. And one day, when I get my closet organized, I will show it to you. But it's not organized. I've got stuff in this room. I've got stuff in the kitchen and the pantry. I got another pantry room. So I got food in like 4 different rooms in the house, including water. So that's coming up soon. But and in green beans, everybody likes green beans. Not everybody. That's why you have corn. If they don't like green beans, they probably like corn. So you got the green beans. Another one. I found this on sale the other day, and it's chicken flavored, and these were cheaper. They were cheaper than these. And I know these are good because everybody likes them. But I decided they were so cheap, I just went ahead and bought a whole box of them and put in my food pantry. That's what I was trying to think of a while ago, food pantry. Why didn't you tell me when I was stumbling around and say, it's food pantry? Okay. You gotta have a first aid kit. So these are inexpensive. You can order them off of eBay, and I would have more than one, a first aid kit. And other thing, bottled water. I've got stacks of bottled water, and I've got big jugs of bottled water. We have water all over the house, just like we do food, probably in 3 or 4 different rooms in the house. So we have water. Another thing, you don't have to have a real expensive flashlight. You don't have to go out and spend $100 on a flashlight. These little flashlights here, sometimes they give them away at Harbor Freight Tools. You'll get a ad for Harbor Freight, and they'll have on there, buy anything and get a flashlight for free. We've got several of these laying around the house, and they have magnets, and they have hangers on them so you can hang them up in different places. Those are very cool, and they're bright. Sorry about that. They're bright, and you could change the battery if you want to, but those are good. I'm going a little over here on my 10, but I will mention this real quick. The 2-way radios, because if it hits the fan and the cell towers go down, you're going to need a way to communicate. Radios, and keep them charged all the time. So when something happens, you'll be able to. Those radios, they'll broadcast FM radio stations. If you know what it is, you just put in the frequency. It's got the weather channel on it, and the emergency channel on it, and then it's got all kinds of other channels. So you'd have that's a whole video on its own, and I'm not going to do one of those. But get you some radios, even if you have to get the cheap ones from Walmart that just have walkie-talkies. They're better than nothing. But those over there, the bow things, they're good. Last but not least, you're going to need power. This is my Jackery, and we use this thing all the time. This is an Explorer 300, and you can plug 110 volt items in it. You can plug 12 volt stuff in here. You got your USB, the regular USB and the USB-C, and then that's the input. To input it, when you can charge it with your car, you can charge it with power from your house when the power is on, and keep it charged up, like this one is. Keep it charged. Or you can, let's see, what did I say? I said you can charge it with the car, the house, And solar, I got solar panels I can plug in here and charge this, and I am going to do a video about that one day, so be looking out for that. So that's I said 10 items, but I think I went over just a little bit. And there's a lot more food items that you can have that I'll be covering in the future. But this is just a few things that you can pick up while you're already at the store, and you're shopping anyway. So why not go ahead and pick up a few things and start putting them back, because you never know when you're going to need them. And even if you don't need them, you got to back up, and you don't have to go to grocery stores often. But the way things are looking, we may have to do something, and you may have to have a food supply backed up at your house so you don't have to go out of the house. I hope it don't happen, but it could. So anyway, thanks for watching. You guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I really need the thumbs up and the subscriptions. And I'll have another video for you soon. You guys have a fantastic day. And just remember, everything is awesome. See you later. Now I gotta put all this stuff away.